During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Good afternoon, Lander Valley High School basketball fans. The Lander Valley boys team is about to take on the Kemmerer Rangers here at the Class 3A West Regional Basketball Tournament in Powell. We've had a couple of games today. This is Ernie Over along with Josh Henninger here. We're on the top of the bleachers at Powell High School. Earlier today, if you listened in, the Lady Tigers defeated Kemmerer 41-23, and we just had Pinedale defeat Lovell 54-32 in girls action. In boys action this morning, Lyman defeated Lovell 69-44, and the winner of this game will move on to play Lyman tomorrow at 5:30. The loser plays at 10:30 tomorrow morning against the Lovell Bulldogs. So far, we've had not very close games.
Yeah, especially, our girls matchup this morning was close after the first quarter. Lady Tigers were down 5-3. Then after that, Tigers kind of kicked up their defense, kicked up their offense, and had a long scoring drive that kept going and never stopped. Ended up winning by over 20 points. And so far, the other contest, the one I just walked in on, it was over by halftime, looked like already, with about a 20-point spread. And it's one of those that, you know, the first game, if you're later in the afternoon, sometimes you're all prepped and ready to go, and other times you're kind of sitting there just dreading, whereas like with Powell, they'll obviously, the host team usually gets the last slot, so it's just like a regular home game night starting about the same time. So it's these afternoon games, and it's a good turnaround. You're not having to play back-to-back today. Get to rest and recoup and get ready again tomorrow.
Quite a few fans from Lander are here today to cheer on the Tigers. We had a good number of folks here for the Lady Tigers game. I'm guessing they're the same people, with maybe a few exceptions. A couple of the parents might be here that weren't here this morning. But it's the 3A West Regional from Powell, and we'll be back with more after we listen to this.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Back again in Powell, where the Lander Valley Tigers are about to take on the Kemmerer Rangers. Earlier this season, Lander defeated Kemmerer in a close game at Lander 55-48. Lander has a record of 9 wins, 11 losses. They're 4-2 in conference, and Kemmerer is 11-9 overall and 3-3 in conference. So this is the number 2 against the number 3 here at the Western Regional. Earlier today, the Lander Valley girls defeated Kemmerer in a game that was really, really odd, Josh. They only scored 3 points in the first quarter. Lander did.
Yeah, and it was by far the lowest scoring quarter by the Lady Tigers in any matchup this season, as the only points on the board in the first quarter was a 3-pointer that was made by Megan Winfield 6 minutes into the game. Kemmerer opened the game on a 5-0 run with their tall forward player putting in the points both from the field and the free throw line. Then Tigers picked it up in the second quarter and held Kemmerer to only 3 points, outscoring them, I think, is about 15-3, and did a really good job picking up that full court offense, and they just continued that pressure throughout the rest of the game.
And now the Tigers, with a win over Kemmerer, look to repeat that today. But, you know, in the regional tournament, Josh, you throw out the records because everyone starts here 0-0.
Yeah, and you look at it, too, at the beginning of that game, you almost thought the Lady Tigers may have been laying down to that quote-unquote lesser opponent with Kemmerer, with them not having a conference win on the girls' side. In this matchup, you look on paper, they're pretty close. Offensively, pretty close defensively. I think Kemmerer overall shoots a little bit better than the Tigers do. They do have slightly better offense, averaging just over 50 points a game. Tigers about 48. So we'll see. I mean, but like you said, throw everything out of the paper. When it comes to regionals, you know, all you need is 2 wins and you qualify for state, whether that's a loss and then 2 wins in a row, or 2 wins in a row and then you lose in the finals. Either any combination, as long as you don't lose 2 games, you're making it on the next weekend in Casper.
Yeah, I'd rather have them win.
Oh,
so,
definitely,
yes,
definitely, yeah.
You don't want to play the averages. So the starting lineups on our Bailey Enterprises pregame show. We haven't talked about the Bailey yet today, and this time we didn't come up through Worland, so we didn't have a chance to stop at that brand new pit stop in Worland, which is really something else.
Pit stop super center, I would want to call it.
Yeah. So the Pit Stop Travel Centers, and they have 2 of them here in Powell, 1 in Worland, 2 in Riverton, and 1 in Lander. And, of course, Bailey Tire and Auto Service in Riverton and Lander, our pregame sponsor every game. Our sponsor for the starting lineups is the Sutherland's Home Improvement Warehouse, Fremont County's Home Improvement Warehouse. And, Josh, you've got those starters.
All right, we will start with the visiting Kemmerer Rangers. First will be number 0, Wyatt Peternell. Next will be number 3, Colby Bowen. He's averaging 8 points a game. Number 4 will be Tommy Skidmore. His sister played in the girls' matchup. I'm assuming it's his sister, maybe a cousin, I don't know. Same last name, though. Also starting will be number 5, Mason Riding. And the final starter for Kemmerer, who's averaging 18 points a game, number 23, Jake Campman. And for our home Lander Valley Tigers, your starting lineup is a little bit adjusted, but pretty much the same crew that we've had before. Starting at the guard will be number 3, Kellen Donahue. Another starter will be number 4, Jace LeClaire. At the guard, number 11, the offensive and defensive maestro for the Tigers, Tissot Gwena. Starting down in the forward position will be number 23, Brennan Stauffenberg. And the final starter, who spent most of the time coming off the bench as a 6th man for the Tigers, gets the 2nd start in a row, be number 24, Abe Lopez. So he will get back-to-back starts. Or did he start in Powell? Against Powell last week, because I know he started.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's 3 starts in a row for Abe Lopez. Tigers will be in their home white uniforms with green trim and numbers, and Kemmerer will be in their black uniforms with red and white stripes down the side of their shorts. with red numbers and letters as they are announcing the starting lineups here at Powell. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing another national anthem or not. I don't think they usually do in tournament formats, but they've jinxed us and questioned us before and made us look wrong. So we don't know as of yet.
Yeah, I think we'll probably have that at the start of the next session. They have 2 daily sessions here, the morning session, then the afternoon session. And the Worland Warriors will be up after this game. And, of course, they're a pretty tough team. They've only lost, one game all year long?
I think so, yeah. Worland is definitely the favorites, and I know there's a lot of people looking forward to that potential Worland-Douglas matchup down at State.
And right here we have the Lander-Kemmerer matchup. It'll be Brandon Stauffenberg in the center jump ring against Tommy Skidmore of the Kemmerer Rangers, and they're both about the same height, it appears, from this distance. The officials are from Riverton and from Cody. So we'll have 3 officials on the floor. There's the whistle, and the tip goes to the Kemmerer Rangers right off the back. Mason Riding gets the basketball. He hands it off to Pertinal. Pertinal on top of the key, guarded by LeClaire very closely. Goes back over to Skidmore. Skidmore now on the far side to Riding. Riding, bounce pass underneath. Give and go is good. Scoring is Wyatt Pertinal.
And that was just a great pass inside. Pertinal cut on the backside of the key. Defense was late. He went in for the up and easy 2.
Here's Abe Lopez for the Tigers off to Tisso Guina. Tisso in the corner. There's Jace LeClaire for 3. Not good. Going high for the rebound is Jake Campman. Campman gives it off on down the line. Driving it all the way down is Wyatt Pertinal. Now with the ball, Riding on the near side to Pertinal. Pertinal on top of the arc. Guarded closely by Jace LeClaire. Looking for someone to throw it to. 5 seconds. Turnover. And credit that one to Jace LeClaire.
Yeah, Jace LeClaire was tight on that man-to-man defense. He gave him no options whatsoever. Looked left, looked right, no passing options, and Tigers will have it off the turnover.
Stauffenberg has it over to LeClaire now, far side outside, near side to Guina. Bounce pass underneath, Stauffenberg in the lane, slips. Could have been called for traveling there. Kellen Donahue fires one up, not good. And we have a foul underneath the basket, I think, on Jace LeClaire. No, it is not on Jace LeClaire. It's on 0. It's on Pertinal of Kemmerer. All right, so first team foul. Inbounds pass to Stauffenberg from outside the arc. In and out, not good. Rebound, and we have a foul going to be called. And it's going to go against the Riding of Kemmerer. That's 2 in a row now on Kemmerer. Tigers take it out of bounds. Here's Guina, whistle. And we have...
Is that 3 fouls in less than 20 seconds on Kemmerer?
Yeah, it goes against Mason Riding, and that is his 2nd foul in the row.
Wow.
3rd in the last minute and a half. Okay, coming in to replace him is Chase Brown. Tigers have it out of bounds. There's Guina into Lopez. Lopez behind his back traveled. Turnover Tigers. Well, it's too bad because he made the basket.
Yeah, it was a good inbound play. Lopez had a little bit of a lane there on the baseline, but unfortunately took too many steps.
Tigers in a man-for-man defense, trailing 2-0. Full court pressure as Pertinal brings it down for Kemmerer. He's on top of the arc, turns to his right side, almost knocks it out of bounds to Skidmore. Skidmore has it long, pass underneath, taken away, turnover. Jace LeClaire gets it for the Tigers. We go the other way. LeClaire off to Guina. Guina far side outside to Stauffenberg. He drives the lane, puts the glass up. No, not good. Puts the ball up on the glass. He actually missed the rim. Here's Pertinal. Now he's got a lane. He's going to go, and foul is going to be called on Jace LeClaire.
That's going to be his first and team first. Early on, Kemmerer has 3 team fouls. Lander has 1 as we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Pertinal to take it out for Kemmerer. You better hurry. There's the inbounds pass underneath the basket, up and in. Colby Bowen, and it goes 4-0 Kemmerer on our WYO Today scoreboard. Here come the Tigers now with Jace LeClaire, far side outside. He moves it toward the top of the arc. Bounce pass over to Gwynna. Gwynna over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg now on the right wing off to Donahue. Donahue in the corner to Gwynna for three. It's just a little bit too long. Stauffenberg with the rebound. He's just outside the lane. Bounce pass over to Lopez. Lopez inside the lane. Drives, shoots, and it is not good. It just didn't fall in. Rebound to Kemmerer now, bringing the ball down court to Skidmore. Off to Pertinel on top of the arc. On the near side now to Brown. Colton Brown over to Bowen. Bowen takes a long three-pointer. It's off, not good. Rebounded by Kemmerer. They get the offensive board. Shots up, off, not good. Kellen Donahue with the rebound. Outlet pass to Gwynna. Down to Lopez. Lopez up, and a player-controlled foul on Lopez.
Yeah, I like the idea what he's doing there is he claps his hands in frustration. He knew it, too. He saw the position of the defensive player, decided to take it in. Player got set, he ran him over, and that'll be a charge and a turnover for the Tigers.
Pertinel brings it down for the Kemmerer Rangers outside the arc on the right wing. Gives it away on top of the key to Skidmore. Skidmore on the right wing moves down toward the baseline. He's blocked there, and a foul is going to be called on the Tigers, and that's going to be on Kellen Donahue. That'll be his first. He got him with an elbow there along the baseline. So the inbounds pass comes in to Campman. Campman near side. Skidmore. Skidmore in the corner. Moves it outside now. Underneath, there's the shot up, off, not good. The tip is up and good. And getting that tip was number 3. That was Cody Bowen. And it goes 6-0 now. Kemmerer, and there's a turnover by the Tigers. Ball gets knocked away. Kemmerer has it down court. Down is Campman. Camperman, or is it Campman? Yeah, Campman has the ball, now gives it off to Bowen. Bowen underneath, Pertinel, shots off the glass. No, the tip is good by Campman, and it goes 8-0 Kemmerer on our WYO Today media scoreboard. And quickly, Stu Mullins calls timeout. We'll take a break right here.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Well, the Tigers in an 8-0 hole now, and they'll have the ball in the backcourt. 4:05 to go, first quarter. We played half of the first 8 minutes of play. Tigers come down with Tisso Gwynna in control into the forecourt on the far side, over to Stauffenberg, around the horn to Donahue, on top to Gwynna. Gwynna drives in the middle of the lane, kicks it back to Stauffenberg just outside the arc. He moves it to the top of the key. Now he dribbles all on to the corner underneath the basket, puts up the shot, not good, and he draws the foul.
That time did a good job. Initially it looked like Kemmerer was in like a 1-4 zone, maybe a 1-3-1. But then as Stauffenberg rolled around the arc, it switched to a man. He went to drive far side along the baseline, got him up on the shot fake, drew the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And he gets Lander's first point as it goes 8-1 with the free throw. He'll have one more. Kyson McClung coming into the game now. Jace LeClaire and Abe Lopez out. Also into the game is Tanner Bird. Second shot is up and not good. So Brennan gets 1 of 2, and it's 8-1, the score. Down court, Campman. Campman has it. Ball's taken away by Stauffenberg. Nice defensive play by Brennan. Outlet pass to Tisso Gwynna. Tisso just outside the lane behind to Stauffenberg for 3. It's short, not good. Rebound pulled down by Colby Bowen for Kemmerer on the outlet. Here comes Pertinel. Pertinel goes all the way down, travels with the ball because Tanner Bird hit him.
Blocking, yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Just enough contact down low that they'll go ahead and draw the foul. Unfortunately for the Tigers, they're getting good shots along the perimeter. Just can't get them to drop.
Taking the ball out is Skidmore for Kemmerer into Pertinel. Pertinel on the far side in the lane, puts up the shot and gets it. Pertinel with his 4th point of the game, and it's 10-1. Kemmerer on our Wild Today scoreboard. Down court, here's McClung, gives it off to Stauffenberg. Near side, Donahue. On top to Tanner Bird, in the middle of the lane, can't shoot. Fires it out to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg on top to Gwinna. Tigers will reset the play. Here's Gwinna now. He drives in the lane over to Stauffenberg outside on the far side to Gwinna. Gwinna moves his way around the arc. Now he drives the lane. In the lane, puts up a shot. No, not good. Rebound goes to Riding. Riding off to Pertinel. Pertinel coming down. Kemmerer leading 10-1. There's Pertinel. Glass. No, not good. Rebound by Gwinna. Outlet pass down to McClung. McClung all alone. Lays it up and in.
Great vision by Tissot Gwinna up to Kason McClung. He leaked out after the rebound and up and in for two. First field goal for the Tigers.
Down court now for the Kemmerer Rangers. It's Bowen. Bowen has it on top to Skidmore. Skidmore guarded by Donahue. Skidmore still holding the ball. Whistle, 5 seconds. It's a turnover for Kemmerer. Nice job by Kellen Donahue.
That's the second time Tiger defense has forced a 5-second no advancement call. That's 2 turnovers off that call, something you don't see very often. Tigers doing a real good job in their half-court sets defensively.
Here comes Tissot Gwinna. He walks it across the timeline, moves to the right-hand side to McClung. McClung halfway between the two lines, on top to Tanner Bird. Tanner can't penetrate, so he fires it on top to Donahue. Donahue holds up a couple fingers, waits for the players to get set, hands off to Bird. Bird on top of the arc to Gwinna. Gwinna just outside the arc, underneath to Stauffenberg. In the middle of the lane, hook shot is up and good.
Oh, he got shooter's roll on that one. He had a double team inside, went up with the sky hook, went off left rim and in.
5-point lead now. Here's Pertinel. His shot is up off, not good. Fight for the rebound, and we have what? We had a whistle down there. I don't know if we have a foul or no, apparently we have a foul. And it's going to go against Pertinel, his second for Kemmerer. So 2 fouls on Wyatt Pertinel, and the Tigers will have it in the backcourt, trailing by 5 now. It's 10-5. Tigers can get even closer if they can score here. Gwinna walks it from the backcourt into the forecourt on the far side outside, around the horn to McClung. McClung hesitating to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg in the middle to Gwinna outside. Stauffenberg for 3. No, it's too long. Fight for the rebound goes to Kemmerer. Pulling it down is Campman. Campman gives it off to Skidmore. Skidmore underneath the basket. The ball is knocked away. Picked up by McClung. We've got a 2-on-2 break here. McClung to Tanner Bird in the lane. Puts up the shot. Oh, it's too strong. Not good. Rebounded by Skidmore. We go the other way. Here's Wyatt Pertinel. Pertinel drives the baseline. Blocked out there by Bird. Wants to get it away to somebody. In the middle of the lane, there's a shot up. Not good by Brown. And a foul on Lander under the basket. And it's going to be whistled against McClung. That's his first, and that's the team's 5th.
Both teams have 5 fouls here in the first quarter, something to look for in the second quarter as the fouls do not reset until halftime. Maybe some free throws going on in the second quarter with teams being in the bonus. And defensively, the Kemmerer switched to a 2-3 zone after the man. Tigers have that open perimeter shot, but unfortunately, they still just can't get it to drop.
LeClaire comes in for Stauffenberg. The second free throw is good, and it's 11-5 by Kemmerer. Here comes Tissot Gwinna. He looks over his back to Coach Stu Mullins. Gets some encouragement. He's on the right wing. Now he dribbles. Now he goes back to the right wing, and McClung. Kyson holding the ball, moves to his left now. Underneath, all alone, Gwinna. His layup is not good. And the rebound comes down to Riding all the way down at the end of the period. No, after 1 period of play, it's the Kemmerer Rangers 11 and the Lander Tigers 5. We'll be back right after this.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Back at Powell, the 3A West Regional Tournament, the Kemmerer Rangers with a 6-point lead, 11-5 over Lander Valley, and the Tigers will have the ball out on the far side. Jace LeClaire with those green and green and orange tennis shoes on.
Looks like it, yep.
Over to Donahue. LeClaire on top of the key, moves to the right side to Tanner Bird. Bird across the key to Donahue, lays it up and in. Donahue, nice drive. First points of the game for Kellen.
Kellen seeing that there's nobody in the lane with the good clear out by the Tigers. It takes it up and in for two.
Pertinell brings it across into the forecourt on the right side. Guarded very closely by McClung. Gives it off on the near side there to Campman. Whistle, and we have a held ball. Nice job by the Tigers, and Lander will get the ball on the alternating. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Kemmerer on the alternating possession. They looked pointed the wrong way. Inbounds pass to Pertinell. He's got a lane, puts up the shot and in. Boy, that was a mistake by Pertinell that turned into 2 points. He almost lost the handle on the ball. Here's LeClaire to McClung. Lander going right to left on the floor here at Powell High School. LeClaire has it off to Bird, near side Donahue. Donahue in the corner to LeClaire. He doesn't shoot. Now to Gwynna. Tissot brings the ball inbounds. Oh, and he is hammered. And he hits the floor. Personal foul is going to go against the Chase Brown of Kemmerer, his first. So Tissot to the line.
And again, Kemmerer is still sitting in the 2-3 zone. We got 3 players along the baseline, 2 guarding the perimeter. And when you do that, if you have somebody on the far side, especially on the wing or on the angle, that'll clear out the key. And Tissot taking advantage of that using his speed and athleticism, drives inside and gets the contact. He'll go to the line for 2, makes the first one, misses the second.
And we have a whistle, and I think we had someone in the lane too soon, or was that another foul?
And
no, it's a foul on Jace LeClaire, his second. Doing blocking out, using his body there. He got called for that. So Abe Lopez is back in now for LeClaire. Tigers putting on full court defensive pressure. Pertinell to bring it down for Kemmerer. Stops at the baseline. Behind his back it goes right now to Skidmore. Skidmore over in the far side and underneath. We've got a tie up underneath the basket, and it'll go to the Tigers.
Yeah, it was a great job defensively by Donahue coming back and recovering as the Rangers were curling around the top of the arc top of the key near the free throw line. Tie it up and they'll give Tigers the ball.
6:32 to go. Here's Tissot all the way down off to Donahue for 3. Got it.
There
Kellen Donahue for 3. He now has 5 points, and it's a 2-point game. Kemmerer 13, Lander 11. 6:18 to go. Tigers full court pressure in the backcourt. Kemmerer makes it down. With the ball right now is Riding. Riding over to Pertinell on top. Around the corner it goes to Skidmore. Skidmore guarded by Donahue. Whistle and an over the back on the Kemmerer Rangers. I think that's going to be on number 4, Tommy Skidmore. He came right over the top of one of the Tigers, and that is the 7th team foul against Kemmerer. So Lander will go to the line for the 1 and bonus.
And the next foul that the Tigers commit will put Kemmerer in the bonus. So to the line for 2 is Donahue, and after Kemmerer started the game on a 10-1 run, Tigers have now gone on a 10-2 run.
And Kellen's free throw on the 1 and bonus is not good. Rebound goes to Kemmerer, so the score stays a 2-point lead. Whistle, and we have a timeout called by Kemmerer. It'll be a full. Kemmerer 13, Lander 11, 5:52 to go until halftime. Back after this.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Back again at the 3A West Regional in Powell. Kemmerer leads Lander Valley by 2, 13-11. And Kemmerer will have the ball right in front of the scorer's bench. It's Skidmore, brings it in to Bowen. Bowen on top to Pertinel. Pertinel drives the right side, stops, looking for someone to throw it to. Now there's a bounce pass, and he almost stepped on the line. Got away with that one. Campman now has it. Campman underneath the basket, threw it away. 5th turnover by Kemmerer.
That one just a little bit too hot to handle for Campman as he was cutting inside. He had the mismatch. Tisso Gwena was guarding him defensively. Campman quite a bit taller than Tisso. Tisso with the good defense, forced the pass out wide.
Here's Tisso on the far side outside, on top to Lopez, back to Tisso. Tisso in the corner to Kellen Donahue. Around to Lopez. Lopez fires a 3 that's in and out, not good. Rebound knocked away and out of bounds. It'll go off Tisso, and Kemmerer will have it. 5:12 to go until halftime. Kemmerer by 2. Lander putting on full court pressure. Whistle, and we have a foul underneath on the defense. It's going to go against Kemmerer, and they're going to whistle Chase Bowen, and that's his second personal foul. So back to the Well, we're not going to the free throw line. We've got 8 fouls.
I think since it's a change of possession, Tigers will have it on the boundary under their own basket.
You're absolutely right. There's Lopez into Kellen Donahue. Over to McClung for 3. No, not good. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Campman. Campman down court all alone. Give and go. That is up and good. A nice basket by Bowen from Campman. And it goes 15-11, a 4-point lead. Here's Lopez off to Gwena. Bounce pass near side, Stauffenberg. Back to Gwena outside the arc to Lopez. Lopez back to Tisso. Tisso just outside the arc. Moves now on top. Back over to Lopez, far side to Gwena, this side. In the corner, Donahue, 3 points. Kellen Donahue with his second tray of the game. And the Tigers are now 1 point away, 15-14. And Pertinel manages to break the Tiger press, gets it into the foreground. He's in the corner, guarded by McClung, and underneath all alone, up and scoring is Skidmore as he kind of just broke away from everyone else. And it's 17 now to 14, 3-point lead by Kemmerer. Here's Donahue off to Gwena. Gwena on the outside, brings it around the horn to Lopez, back to Gwena in the corner. Donahue underneath Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg in the lane, whistle, and a 3-second zone violation on Brennan. That's only the second turnover by the Tigers. 5 turnovers by Kemmerer. 3:49 to go until halftime. 17-14 Kemmerer on our WYO Today Media scoreboard. Inbounds pass comes to Wyatt Pertinel. Pertinel into the forecourt now on the near side. Bounce pass down in the corner, goes to Bowen. Bowen has it, guarded by Stauffenberg. Over to Pertinel in the lane. He slips and loses the handle on the basketball. Here's Tisso. Tisso is knocked to the ground. No foul called.
Wow.
And the rebound goes to Pertinel. Pertinel has the ball knocked away. It goes to the Tigers in the backcourt. Boy, Tisso was wide open. He got pancaked down there under the basket. No whistle.
Yeah, and he looked over his left shoulder as he came in the basket, saw the defender was coming, so kind of just set up, let the defender run into him, and he still didn't get the benefit of the call.
McClung has it now over to Lopez. Lopez on top of the key to Donahue. Donahue has 2 trays in the game. Stauffenberg long pass to McClung. McClung from 7 feet has it blocked. Nice block on the play by Colby Bowen. Whistle and a reach-in foul on the Tigers. And we're going to get McClung. No, not McClung. Stauffenberg. Jim Brandenburg was the coach of the Wyoming Cowboys here about 20 years ago. Took him to the NCAAs. I don't know where that came from. Okay, Jake Campman at the free throw line. He's got 4 points on 2 buckets. Shots up and good. He'll get 1 more. 3 minutes to go here until halftime, and it goes 18-14. 4-point lead now by the Kemmerer Rangers. Second free throw by Campman is also good, so he's now 2 for 2, and it goes 19-14. 5-point deficit for the Tigers. Here's Lopez to Guena. Guena on top of the key, dribbles it around, backs up over to Lopez. Lopez fakes the 3 to Guena in the corner. Kellen Donahue, 3 more! Kellen Donahue with his 3rd 3 of the game, and it's 19-17, a 2-point lead.
And right now, Donahue's the only one that can make it and dial up from long distance for the Tigers.
Here's Pertnell for the Rangers, goes over to Bowen. Bowen underneath the basket, not good. Tip is up, and it rolls in by Skidmore, his 4th point of the game. And it's 21-17. Tigers under the basket. Ball is blocked. Nice block down there by Colby Bowen. Wow, his height. He is the tallest guy down there.
And he's got really long arms to go with it, too. Him and Campman are the 2 twin towers inside there for the Rangers.
Here's the inbounds pass to Tanner Bird, who just came in. Running one-hander, not good. Whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Kemmerer underneath, and that's going to be number 3 on Chase Brown. 3 on Brown, and the coach, Jim Groslock, wasn't very happy about that call. Tanner Bird to the line now. He hasn't scored in the game this afternoon. 21-17, 2:09 to go until halftime. Shot's not good on the 1 and bonus. Tigers need the free throws in a game like this. Here comes Wyatt Pertnell down on the far side outside. Gives it off to Bowen. Bowen on top of the key. Looks to his left side. Now throws it to the right to Pertnell. Pertnell scooted away underneath the basket there on the baseline. Now he's got it outside. Almost lost the handle. Gives it over to Skidmore. Skidmore in the near side to Bowen. Bowen holding the ball. He's just outside the lane. Ball is knocked away by Tanner Bird. Tanner lays it up and in.
Great job defensively there by Tanner Bird after the contact. The Kemmerer bench was looking for a foul. I'm like, have you guys not been watching the game?
Well, they're letting them play today. Here's Pertnell from 7 feet. No, not good. Rebound by Kemmerer. Whistle underneath, and there's a foul on Abe Lopez, I think. Let's see who the foul's going to be on. Underneath the basket on the rebound attempt. Yeah, it's on Lopez. That's his 2nd personal foul.
The way he was pulling on the Kemmerer player, it almost looked like he's trying to pick him up and suplex him and put him on the floor trying to reach for the ball on that one.
Chase Brown at the line has 3 points. Shot's not good. He'll get 1 more. He's 1 for 3 at the free throw line. And now coming out is Lopez. Coming back in is Kyson McClung. Minute 17 to go. Tigers trail by 2, 21-19 to Kemmerer in this 3A West tournament game. Next free throw rolls around and drops in. Good. 22-19, a 3-point lead now with a minute 17 to go. Tigers will have it in the backcourt.
We have a score update from Cody Beers. At halftime, DuBois is leading Hewlett 33-16.
All right, go Rams. Here's Donahue now, just outside the arc in the left wing, on top to Stauffenberg, who thought about the 3 for just a millisecond. Decided not to do it. Off to Donahue. Donahue on top to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg drives the lane, puts up a shot. No, not good. Rebounded by Skidmore. Skidmore off to Pertnell with 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Pertnell, wearing number 0, drives in toward the lane. Almost traveled, yeah. And it will be an over and back. And that is the 7th turnover by Kemmerer.
I don't think so. Kemmerer lost that one. That one was totally tipped by the Tigers, but they're still going to call the over and back.
Yeah, that was tipped. Jim Groslock ran out on the floor and almost was nose-to-nose with one official.
Well, I guess they were saying that the Tigers tipped it, then Kemmerer tipped it, so then it's still over and back.
So the Tigers have it in the backcourt with Tissot Gwynna, crosses the timeline, 38 seconds to go, off to Kellen Donahue. Kellen to McClung, over to to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg in the lane to Donahue. Donahue 26 seconds to Tanner Bird. Bird in the lane, doesn't shoot. Passes over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg, 19 seconds. Tigers look like they're going for the last shot here, Josh.
Close.
Okay, yeah, start with a J. Okay, here's Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg with 8 seconds to Gwynna. Gwynna drives the lane. Stauffenberg to Kellen Donahue. It's blocked. And the shot at the end of the buzzer, no, not good. A big block by Colby Bowen.
His third.
And that's the end of the first half of play, and the score, the Kemmerer Rangers 22 and the Lander Tigers 19. Back after this.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Ernie over, Josh Henninger back. It's halftime, and Kemmerer leads Lander 22-19. And joining us at the table here, high above the floor at Panther Gym, is Cyril Stauffenberg, the head girls coach at Lander Valley High School. And Coach, you got your first win this morning in pretty good fashion, 41-23.
Yeah, we started out a bit, I wouldn't say slow, but maybe a bit off shooting-wise. But, it's first, you got a couple of things at play. First game of regionals can be nervous, and then obviously a 9 o'clock game isn't exactly normal tip-off. And then throw in a travel to, you think you're there, but you're really not. You're in Cody, so you still have to travel to your tournament. But once we got rolling, I thought we played pretty darn well.
Yeah, you only scored 3 points in that first quarter. That's the lowest output of a quarter this year.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about before the game started, that, I think we don't need to get nervous because it's not something we're suddenly going to start preaching defense. I mean, we only scored 3, but I don't think we would have needed many more to be leading either. So, when you play defense, you can afford to have some down moments on offense because obviously we did bounce back and we still stayed strong defensively.
Talene Tendor had a great game.
Yeah, she played well. She got in some early foul trouble there and sat a lot and was, kind of sat through the boring first half, I guess, for us, and came out, and we all kind of got a little spark there in the second half, and, yeah, she did play very well.
Yeah, she was our player of the game in that second period of play. She had 4 field goals and 1 tray, had 13 at halftime. Great performance by Talene to bring the Tigers back into it.
Yep, it's one of those, and our press started, we were starting to make some baskets so we could get into our press, which we create a lot of chaos there, and it just gives us momentum too because we didn't necessarily make them all, but we were all over the floor defensively, creating steals and creating turnovers, and that's how we like to run. So
Yeah, Kemmerer had 24 turnovers for the game, and you outscored him in that pivotal second quarter 16-3. So, the defense really came through.
Yep, and that's something, like I said, we've talked about. Right up until somebody banked that three in, we'd held them to 2 field goals the whole second half. I think they only ended up with 3 field goals, the two two-pointers, right, and then that banked three. I mean, they had a few free throws to go along with it, but, that's pretty solid effort.
Yeah, you outscored them 19-5. That's when you put them away in that third period of play.
Yeah, like I said, and we can afford it. We weren't nervous because we may have scored very little, but they didn't score much more. So
that's right.
That's back to defense.
Now you get Pinedale tomorrow at 4 o'clock here at Powell High School, and Pinedale dispatched Lovell 54-32 in a pretty impressive performance by the Lady Wranglers.
Yeah, they got out and played them well pretty early, and I guess our game was pretty entertaining last time when we played in Lander, so I guess that's what semifinals are all about.
Yeah, exactly. You went into overtime last time, if I remember correctly, against Pinedale.
Yeah, we built a lead and then kind of just sat around and watched it disappear, and then ended up in overtime. I think we were up 16 at one time.
Yeah, everyone okay? No injuries this morning?
No, we're all good. Just we got plenty of time to rest, having the 9 o'clock game, so we'll be all rested up by tomorrow.
All right, very good. The Lady Tigers take on Pinedale tomorrow at 4 o'clock on a game you can hear right here on KFCW and YO Today YouTube channel. Coach, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, Ernie.
You bet. Coach Cyril Stauffenberg of the Lander Tigers will be back with our first half recap right after this.
It may be winter, but some days it kind of feels like spring. Makes you want to go for a drive, kick a few tires, and see all the latest cars and trucks up at Frontline Motors. Frontline Motors has a wide selection of quality used vehicles, from cars to SUVs to trucks, and they're all priced to move. One of them is right for you. Is your next car or truck waiting at Frontline Motors? There's only one way to find out. Drive up Airport Road, take a test drive, and make it yours. Then join the hundreds of other folks who say, I got mine at Frontline. Frontline Motors.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Back again at Powell High School, where the Worland Warriors have just joined us here in the bleachers. They'll play in the first game of the afternoon or evening session, I would guess, here. And at halftime, it's Kemmerer 22, Lander 19. For the Tigers, Kellen Donahue, we were talking about this, Josh, a couple of games ago, where Donahue has launched quite a few threes, but hadn't made many. Well, today he's made 3 in a row. Yep. And has a total of 11 points here at halftime. Leading scorer for the Tigers. Tanner Bird has 2. Tisso Gwynna has 1 free throw. Kyson McClung has a bucket. And Brennan Stauffenberg has a bucket and a free throw. So Kellen Donahue doing well on the scoring today. For the Kemmerer Rangers, they've got 2 players with 6 points. Wyatt Pertinell and Jake Campman, both with 6, with 4 points each. Tommy Skidmore and Chase Brown, and with 2 points, Colby Bowen. But the Tigers haven't hit the other than that, those threes by Donahue. Their shooting percentage has not been great this afternoon.
No, and especially from behind the arc, the only one that has connected for a three-point shot is Donahue, making those 3 threes. And it's not that the Tigers are taking tough shots. There's a couple of them made by Stauffenberg, or attempted by Stauffenberg, and a couple of them attempted by Tisso Gwynna that had, there's definitely better options there. But as far as the three-point shots, most of that first half Kemmerer was sitting in a 2-3 zone, and there was always an open shooter along the perimeter, especially when they went from one side of the key to the other. There's enough over pursuit that you left that third outside shooter open, and there's nobody there, nobody covering for days. So, of course, you're going to take that shot. And unfortunately for the Tigers, it's kind of been their theme throughout this season and this year is they're taking open shots, but they can't just get them to fall, and it's not something you can just go tell them at halftime, be like, all right, let's shoot better. Like, no, it's not quite how it works. Unfortunately, you can't just flip a switch and all of a sudden you're making everything you put up there. But they've done a good job forcing some turnovers defensively, and they have got to do something against that tall timber for Kemmerer, number 3, that's got 3 blocks. Bowen, who just has been a defensive stalwart there for the Rangers.
Yeah, and I've, of course, watched Bowen the last 3 years when I was doing 2A basketball, and Kemmerer has been really tough the last couple of years, especially in that 2A. But now they're up in 3A and not having as great a time as they did down in 2A. But Bowen is still there, and he's got the long arms, and we've seen that today. Well, we're ready to go. The Tigers are going to go with Abe Lopez, Kellen Donahue, Tisso Gwynna, Jace LeClaire, and Brennan Stauffenberg. And for the Kemmerer Rangers, they're going with Jake Kampman. They're going with Mason Riding, Wyatt Pertinell. Also out there is Mason. I said Mason Riding already, didn't I? 23 Kampman. Well, we'll catch him up here in a moment. There's number 5 Riding. And Kemmerer has the ball to start the second half of play. There's Riding with it right now. Riding all the way down, lays it up and in. Boy, the seas parted for him, and it's 24-19, a 5-point lead by Kemmerer. Here's Tisso Gwynna off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg has the lane, puts up the shot. Oh, it's way off. He ends up on the ground. No whistle there. Pertinell comes away with the rebound. Pertinell on the far side, outside, crosses the arc. Bounce pass underneath. Oh, there's a nice hook shot by Bowen that's in, and he's fouled. Yeah, and the personal foul against Abe Lopez, and that's going to be Abe's 3rd personal foul. And he'll go to the line for 1.
And that time it was just defensively a mismatch. Bowen guarded by 2 of the shortest players for the Tigers, Lopez and Gwynna, easy up and in.
And the shot is way off, not good. Lopez attunes for the foul by getting the rebound. Lopez down all the way to Stauffenberg in the lane, doesn't shoot, off to LeClaire. Now to Gwynna. Gwynna in the lane does a 360 off to LeClaire outside the arc. LeClaire up, no, not good, and he is fouled as he goes up for the shot, and he'll get 2. And it's Pertinell that gets his 3rd foul now for Kemmerer.
So that'll put Pertinell with 3 personals and Abe Lopez with 3 personals. Early foul trouble here in the second half as LeClaire will go to the line for 2 for the Tigers, his first trip to the line today.
And it's too strong, bounces off to the left side. 6:59 to go in the 3rd period. Kemmerer leads by 7, 26-19. LeClaire back at the line, shot's good. So he gets 1 of 2. And it's 26-20 on our WYO Today media scoreboard. Here's Wyatt Pertinell to bring it down. He brings it quite cleanly down the near side. He's going to go all the way around, takes a shot off the glass and in. Oh, my goodness. That was a nice shot by Pertinell, who now has 8 points in the game, and it's an 8-point lead by Kemmerer. Here's Tisso Gwynna to LeClaire to Abe Lopez for 3. It's in and out, not good. High for the rebound is Jake Kampman. Kampman to Pertinell, all the way down court to Bowen, almost traveled. Gives it over to Riding. Riding on top of the arc, back over to Bowen. Bowen over to Pertinell on the right wing. Pertinell back on top now to Riding. Riding looking for someone to throw it to on the far side outside to Kampman. Oh, all alone underneath for 2 is Mason Riding, and they had that one to perfection, Josh.
Yeah, that time Lopez fell asleep on the coverage of his man as Riding curled around. Easy 2 for him.
There's Tisso Gwynna. His shot's not good. He gets his own rebound. Kellen Donahue for 3, in and out, not good. Rebound by Pertinell. Pertinell comes down. Kemmerer leading by 10 points. Here's Pertinell all the way down on the right side outside. guarded by LeClaire. Pass on top of the key to Campman. Campman makes a drive toward the lane, stops, takes a off-balance shot that almost goes in, knocked out of bounds by Kemmerer. Sticking his big mid up there was Tommy Skidmore, and instead of pulling it in, he knocked it out of bounds.
And that time I think Campman was looking for the harm and the foul on Gwynna, so he went up with the shot, even though as awkward as it was, he almost got it to fall.
McClung comes into the game now for Abe Lopez. Here's Tissot Gwynna for three, in and out, not good. High for the rebound is Campman. Campman gives it off to Pertinel. Pertinel coming down. Kemmerer leading by 10 points in this game. If the Tigers lose this, they'll play at 10:30 in the morning against Lovell here in Powell. On the other side now, Bowen with it. We don't want to talk about that. There's a long pass down underneath the basket. Shots up, not good. Tip is good. Jake Campman with 8 points, and it's 32-20. Game kind of getting away from Lander right now. Here is McClung. McClung over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg drives the lane, does a 360 off the glass. No, it doesn't roll. Rebounded underneath the basket by Bowen. Bowen has it. He's the big tall kid down there off to Pertinel, who'll bring it into the forecourt. Pertinel's going to go all the way to the baseline. Doesn't shoot. Gives it off to Skidmore. Skidmore now over on the near side to Campman. Campman, the other tall guy there. In the corner, Pertinel for three. Oh, my goodness, it's good. Pertinel for three, and it goes 35-20, a 15-point lead by Kemmerer, and Stu Mullins calls timeout on the floor.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power.
And we're back in play here as Tissot Gwynna off to Jace LeClaire. Tigers are down by 15 points. Here's Stauffenberg underneath the glass. Puts it up. Oh, way too strong. Rebounded by Bowen, the tallest guy out there. Kemmerer comes down. I don't think the Tigers have been behind by this far in a game this year and have been able to come back, Josh.
I don't think so.
There's another tip. Up and good. Jake Campman gets it, 10 points. It's 37-20. Kemmerer's running over the Tigers right now. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna on the far side outside. Tigers better take the lid off that basket or they'll be out of it here by the time the fourth starts. Here's Donahue. Donahue drives the baseline, off the glass and in. And one. Personal foul is going to go against Bowen, and that's his second. And Kellen Donahue gets his 13th point of the game, his best game so far this year.
And the Tigers finally get back on the scoring column. They went on a drought of about 2 minutes there without a bucket. See if they can pull back on the slate as Donahue gets the traditional three-point play.
And it's a 14-point lead now, 37-23. With the ball is Bowen. Bowen down court. Ooh, almost an over and back, and they finally call it. Yep. It was an over and back that time, and they hesitated for a second, but the one official trailing the play made the call, the right call. Stauffenberg takes it out. Tigers need a basket here with 3:18 to go in the third, trailing by 14. It's 37-23. Here's Tissot Gwynna. Gwynna over to Stauffenberg, to LeClaire. LeClaire on the far side underneath the alley-oop.
Nice!
Stauffenberg for two.
That was just a great play by the Tigers. It was a set play. Stauffenberg curled around. He went inside. Kemmerer was caught napping, and LeClaire saw him breaking in. Good pass up top. Stauffenberg puts it in for 2. Gwynna is then called for the blocking foul.
Okay, here's the inbounds pass, and it goes to Pertinel. Pertinel still in the backcourt, double teamed. Ball's knocked away, picked up by Stauffenberg. Turnover, Kemmerer. Stauffenberg down court. Tissot Gwynna doesn't take the 3. Tissot underneath all alone. McClurg to Jace LeClaire for 3. It's too short. McClurg with the rebound. Tissot didn't take the 3. Over to Stauffenberg for 3. Got it! All right. Stauffenberg got it. His first tray of the game, and it's a 9-point game now, 37-28. Tigers on a mini run here. Here's Pertinel on top of the key. Almost lost the basketball. Not Jace LeClaire knocked it away from him. Whistle, timeout called by Coach Groslock for Kemmerer. And the Tigers are back within striking distance. Kemmerer 37, Lander 28.
At highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Well, the Tiger faithful here in Powell are breathing just a little bit better. The 17-point deficit is now down to 9. It's 37-28. Tigers on the defense. Here's Wyatt Pertinel. Far side, outside, it goes to Writing. Writing in the middle of the lane, gives it off to Skidmore. Skidmore back over to Writing. Writing at the free throw line, throws it away. Turnover, 10th turnover by the Kemmerer Rangers. 2 minutes to go here in the third period of play. And we have a substitution. Coming in is Chase Brown. And coming out of the game is Mason Writing for Kemmerer. Okay, Tigers need a basket here with 2 minutes to go. Third period of play. 37-28, Tigers trail. Here's LeClaire on the far side, on top to Gwynna. Tissot makes a move toward the baseline, finds an opening, and it's blocked out of bounds. Nice block by Jake Campman. As Tissot was going up, he just came right behind him. He towers over Tissot and just knocked the ball out of bounds.
And kind of baited him on that one. He kind of sat there as Tissot started to drive with the isolation, came back and just swatted out of bounds.
Tanner Bird in the game now for the Tigers. Here's Tissot with the ball. 7 feet away, puts up a floating one-hander that's not good. Rebound is rejected. Donahue put the shot up and it was blocked. Here's Donahue, layup, and he is blocked again. No foul called. Down court comes Kemmerer. Kemmerer on the outside, Skidmore. Skidmore, long one by Campman, is up, off, not good. Rebound, there's a block by the Tigers. Bird and out of bounds, and it'll go to Kemmerer underneath the basket.
No, they're giving it to Lander.
Oh, they did give it to Lander.
Yep.
Okay, so the Tigers have the ball, trailing 37-28. Minute 17 to go here, third period of play in Powell. Tigers trying to come back after being behind by a lot. Here's McClure, gives it off to Stauffenberg. He's got a lane, lays it up, and swatted away. Holy smokes, what a play by Skidmore. And Stauffenberg is down on the floor, and they've called a foul. Well, Brennan gets up. And the personal foul is going to be called against Colby Bowen. That's his third, Josh. And so 3 players now with 3 fouls.
And that's definitely one that you want to have foul trouble, as Kemmerer had 4 blocks in a row on attempted shots by the Tigers. Stauffenberg went down kind of hard, looked a little awkward, but he does get up and he'll make the first free throw.
Minute 5 to go in the third period. He makes them both. So now it's a 7-point game, 37-7. Whistle traveling. And another turnover. That's number 11 on Kemmerer. With a minute 3 to go, Tigers can get even closer here before the end of the third period of play. Here's Gwynna off to Stauffenberg. Far side, Tanner Bird. Bird with the ball on top to Gwynna. Gwynna makes a move, bounce pass to Stauffenberg in the lane, turnaround, lays it off, and it doesn't go. Rebounded by Gwynna. Gwynna at the free throw line, off to McClurg for three. It's too long, not good. Jumping up the ladder to get the rebound is Campman. It's a short ladder because he's a tall guy. Down court, Pertnell. Underneath on the far side, Bowen has it, guarded by McClurg. Bowen tries to get it away, finally does it to Pertnell, guarded by Gwynna. Pertnell in the middle. Ball's knocked away with a Skidmore shot is up, off, not good. Rebound goes to Tissot. Gwynna. 2-on-2 break. 17 seconds. Tissot. Excuse me, Josh. I lost my voice there.
All good. Tissot went up for the shot. He was contested there defensively inside. It comes down. There is a tie-up on the rebound, I do believe.
And Lander will have it.
Yep. Alternating possession goes to the Tigers. So they have the ball with 13 seconds left.
Abe Lopez comes into the game along with Bennett Washburn for the Tigers. There's Lopez on the near side. Tanner Bird. McClung for three. It's off the back of the iron, but Washburn with the rebound for Lander to Tanner Bird. 3 seconds to go. Bird launches a long one. It's not good. And at the end of the third period of play, it's Kemmerer 37 and Lander 30. Back after this.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like...
Okay, play back in, 8 minutes to go. Skidmore with the ball for Kemmerer, off to Bowen. Bowen in the far side, outside. And a whistle on Tissot. No, it's over the back on Campman. His first.
Yikes.
I thought they were going to call Tissot for an undercut, but they didn't.
I thought so too. I thought he was going to get the block for sure.
37-30, Tigers trail by 7. They can narrow the gap even more. Here's Gwynna. Gwynna all the way down in the lane, can't shoot, off to McClung. To Lopez. Lopez in the lane, lays it up, and it goes in. Abe Lopez for his first 2 points of the game, and it is 32 now to 37. A 5-point deficit by the Lander Tigers. Here comes Pertnell in the backcourt. Oh, whistle, and we're going to have a foul called on...
timeout.
Oh, we got a timeout called. Yep. All right. Well, we'll be back in 30 seconds. 37-32.
He'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
The Lander Tigers on a 10-0 run. Kemmerer will have the ball at center court after that timeout by Coach Groslock for Kemmerer. Here's the inbounds pass. It comes from Skidmore, goes into Pertnell. Pertnell double-teamed, gets away. Across the key, it goes to Brown. Chris Brown with the double team there on top to Pertnell. Around the horn it goes. Campman has it. Now underneath the basket. Bowen. Shot is up. It's not good. Rebound is fought for. We've got a jump ball, and it'll go to the Tigers. Nice hustle that time by McClung.
Yeah, great hustle by McClung to challenge a shot that made it astray just enough, and then Stauffenberg tying up on the rebound. Tigers have the opportunity to cut this down to one possession.
Here's Tissot Gwynna in the corner. to Stauffenberg for three. He's got it! Stauffenberg's got it! 13 points in the game, and it's now a 2-point game. 37-35. Tigers are on a 13-point run. Down court, it's Bowen. Bowen in the corner on the near side. Can't shoot. Blocked there by Donahue. Goes over to Skidmore at the free throw line. In the corner, Pertnell has it now. Double team trying to get it away to somebody. There's the pass. Underneath it goes to Skidmore. To Pertnell for three. It's not good. Rebound. Put back is good and one. And going up and getting the basket is Tommy Skidmore. And picking up the personal foul is Brennan Stauffenberg, and that's his second.
And right now both teams are doing pretty good. Tigers have 3 team fouls. Kemmerer has 4. As that time the tall person inside by Kemmerer is able to get the position and get the offensive rebound and the foul on the putback.
And he got the free throw too, so it goes 40-35, 5-point lead by the Kemmerer Rangers. Here's Tisso Guino outside the arc to Stauffenberg. He doesn't take the three. Now he drives in the middle of the lane. Stop, shot is up. Oh, it doesn't go. High for the rebound is Bowen. Bowen, outlet pass to Pertnell. Pertnell into the forecourt on the far side. Oh, he traveled with the ball. And the ball gets away. Picked up, 2-on-1 break. Underneath, Stauffenberg for 2.
That was a good fast break ran by Stauffenberg. And Kaysen McClung saw Stauffenberg coming down. He waits the last minute. Good pass over as everybody gets quiet off of a foul for something.
Well, they've called Stauffenberg with a foul or something. I'm not sure. They didn't put a foul up on the board.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was. Maybe a delay of game.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, here's Pertnell. Pertnell still in the backcourt, trying to get it away to somebody. He's tied up, and they're going to call a foul on Tisso Guino over the back. No, they're going to call it on Kaysen McClung, his second. So Kemmerer will have it out of bounds.
Right now on the floor, you have Donahue with 1, Guino with 1, McClung with 2, Stauffenberg with 2, and one other player with 3 fouls.
Okay,
Lopez.
Here we go in the middle of the court. It's Skidmore. Skidmore in the corner on the far side, almost stolen away. Pertnell has it on top. He's double teamed. Now he's tied up. Jump ball, and it'll go to Kemmerer. Jump ball will go to Kemmerer on the far side on the alternating possession. 5.5 minutes to go. 40-37. Kemmerer by 3. Tigers have cut the lead by 12 points. Here's the inbounds pass. Goes to Campman. Campman has the ball, gives it off to Pertnell, who almost loses the handle. He's on the right side outside, double team there, on top of the key, looking for some help. He gets it from Chase Brown. Brown in the corner on the far side, looking for someone to throw it to, on top of the key to Campman. Campman drives into the lane, stops, throws it on the near side now to Brown. Brown underneath the basket. Bowen. There's a long one by Brown. It's not good. Rebounded by McClung. Outlet pass goes to Guino. Guino has it. He slows it down. Now down to Donahue. To McClung. To Donahue. All alone. Three-pointer. No, not good. Just a little bit too long. Rebound goes to Chase Brown. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to go. 40-37. Kemmerer with the lead. Here's Skidmore with the ball. Down in the corner. Underneath to Skidmore. Now to Brown. His shot's not good, and he draws a foul. And it'll be a 2-shot foul. Personal foul goes on McClung, and that will be Kaysen's third. With 4:27 to go, and Stu Mullins calls timeout. It's a 3-point game. Kemmerer 40, Lander 37.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Lander trailed 37-22 and then put on a 13-point run to narrow it to 5. Then they scored a basket, and it's now 40-37, a 3-point lead. Kemmerer will have the basketball at the free throw line. 4:27 to go in the game. The loser plays tomorrow morning at 10:30, and the winner plays right after the Lander girls at 5:30. So let's hope it's the Lander boys. Okay, Brown at the free throw line. He's 2 for 4 in the game tonight. This one's not good. He missed it. He'll have another. He has 4 points in the game. 2 for 5 now from the free throw line. He's a big, tall kid, too. Shots in the air. This one's good. So he gets 1 of 2, and it now goes 41-37. Lander trails by 4. Here comes Tisso Gwynna down the court for the Tigers. At top of the key, he fakes the 3, gives off to McClung, over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg in the middle of the lane, stops, kicks it out to Lopez. Lopez shot for 3 is in and out, not good. And the height of the Kemmerer Rangers showing through there. Chase Brown gets that rebound. He just snagged it right out of the air. Here now is Bowen. Bowen into Pertnell. Pertnell on the far side outside. Down court to Brown. Brown on the near side to Bowen. Bowen on top of the key now to Pertnell. Around it goes. On top, Pertnell has it. Near side now, Campman. Campman on the far side. Loses the basketball out of bounds. The Tigers will get it. Turnover, whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Brown, and that is his 4th.
Oh, man.
4th personal foul. And the turnover, and that is the 5th team foul against Kemmerer. Both teams have 5 team fouls. We're under 4 minutes to go in the game. Lander trails by 4. Here come the Tigers. Here's Tisso Gwynna holding up 2 fingers. The victory sign. And it goes to Stauffenberg for 3. It's going to be way short. Rebound goes to Pertnell for Kemmerer. Kemmerer with the ball. Double teamed in the backcourt. There's Skidmore. Gives it off underneath, all alone. Shots up and good by Brown. And it goes 43-37, a 6-point lead. Tigers come back now. 3 minutes to go in the game. Here's Stauffenberg on top of the arc. In the corner, Gwynna. Gwynna on top to Donahue. Over to Lopez. Labe kicks it off to Stauffenberg in the middle of the lane. He can't shoot. Donahue will shoot for 3. Yes. It's good. He got another one. 4th of the game. And it's now 47-40. Timeout called on the play. And we'll be back. Lander trails 43-40.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
2 minutes, 49 seconds to go in this one. Lander trails by 3, and the Kemmerer Rangers will have the ball. Taking it out of bounds is Tommy Skidmore. Skidmore in the backcourt. Tigers putting on full court pressure. There's the whistle. And the play, Skidmore driving on the baseline, gives it off to Campman. Back to Skidmore, to Campman. 2:45 to go. Back over to Skidmore. Skidmore has the ball almost knocked away by Lopez. Now it's over on the far side. Skidmore now to Skidmore's got it. In the middle it goes to Thomas Skidmore. On the outside now, Chris Brown. They're going to play some clock here. With it is Wyatt Pertnell. Pertnell over to Campman. Campman on top. 2:20 to go in the game. The lead is 3 by Kemmerer. There's Campman. Over underneath it goes to Brown. Brown at the lane, can't shoot. Has it now, bounce pass on top to Pertnell. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Kemmerer playing keep away with a 3-point lead. Here's Pertnell on top. Bounce pass goes in the middle. All alone is Bowen under the basket. They don't see him. Pertnell on the far side to Campman. Campman's shot is up and good. Campman with 12 points in the game, and it goes 45-40. We're under 2 minutes to go in the game. Here's Tissot Gwynna down for the Tigers. Gives it off to Donahue. Around the horn to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg bounces the ball once, twice. Now over to Gwynna. Minute and a half to go. 90 seconds left in the game. Gwynna for three. Off the glass. No, not good. Rebound goes to Gwynna. Underneath to McClung. Ball is knocked away. Turnover Tigers at the worst possible time. Kemmerer has it. 1:15 to go. Here's Pertnell, and he's fouled by Gwynna. The second foul by Tissot. And coming back into the game is Jace LeClaire. It's the sixth foul against Lander. And LeClaire comes in for Kyson McClung. 1:15 to go. And we have a timeout called by Jim Groslick from Kemmerer as the Rangers lead 45-40. 1:15 to go. We'll be right back.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Okay, 40 Lander, 45 to Kemmerer. And we just have a timeout here by Coach Jim Groslock of the Kemmerer Rangers. We're down to 75 seconds to go in this game. Kemmerer will have the basketball. They've got the advantage. They've got the lead. Taking it out right now for the Kemmerer Rangers is Skidmore. Skidmore is fouled by Stauffenberg as he tries to go over his back. Third foul on Brennan. And that is the seventh team foul, and that'll put the Kemmerer Rangers at the free throw line, and it'll be Colby Bowen, who's 0 for 1 in the game today, has 4 points in the contest.
Let's make it 0 for 2.
Here we go. Bowen, one of the tall ones, shot's good. 46-40. Two-possession game if you count them as threes. Here's one more. Bowen, 1 for 2 now at the line. Next shot, he got it. 2 for 3, 47-40. Tigers have 1:12 to go. Here's Gwynna underneath. Back to Kyson, or to Donahue. Ball's knocked out to Lopez. His shot for 3. No, not good. Stauffenberg rebounds under the basket. He scores 2. Brennan Stauffenberg gets it, and it's 42-47, a 5-point lead. Under a minute to go now.
Foul.
Lander will have to foul, and there's the foul. Oh, they didn't call it by Stauffenberg. Now they do with 44 seconds to go. So Stauffenberg picks up foul number 4, and Kemmerer will go back to the free throw line, leading 47-42. 5-point lead by Kemmerer, and at the free throw line is Chase Brown. He is 1, 2, 3 for 6. 50% right now. Shot is up. No. Stauffenberg gets the rebound. Brennan brings it down to Tissot Gwynna. 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Gwynna. Drives the baseline. Puts the shot off the glass. It bounces off. Not good. Kemmerer gets the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on either Kellen Donahue or Jace LeClaire. It's Jace, and he's going to foul out of the game. No, that's only his third.
That was on Donahue.
Oh, was that on Donahue?
Yep.
I thought he held up 4.
He had 3, but it's good. Donahue has 2.
Okay,
LeClaire
Donahue has 2.
Tissot has 2. Stauffenberg has 4. And Lopez has 3. Still in the 1-and-1. Next foul Tigers commit will mean 2 free throws for Kemmerer.
At the line is Bowen. Shot is up, and it's not good. Rebounded by Kemmerer. Campman got the rebound. He's in the lane, puts the shot up, off, not good. He gets his own rebound. There's a struggle on the floor. The Tigers will have it on the held ball. Or do we have a foul?
Jump ball.
Jump ball. It'll go to the Tigers. 25 seconds to go. Lander trails 47-42. Tigers have to score early.
Either a quick 2 or an open 3.
Okay. There's the ball tipped by Gwynna. Gwynna has it. He breaks it all the way down underneath the basket. Can't shoot to Donahue. Donahue to Stauffenberg. Shot is not good. It's an air ball with 10 seconds to go. And Kemmerer is going to win this game and go into the winner's bracket. And there's a foul on Lopez. Well, the Tigers came back from a 15-point deficit to a 2-point deficit. There's 8 seconds left to go. It's 47 Kemmerer and 42 Lander here on the neutral floor in Powell. And at the free throw line is Jake Campman, who's 2 for 2 from the line, has 12 points. The Tigers' only hope here is for Campman to miss and the Tigers to get the rebound.
Well, that's the 10th foul, so he'll get 2 opportunities from the line.
Whistle. And what do we have?
What?
Well, they're taking Lopez out. They say he had 5 fouls. No, he had 4. Well, a little bit of confusion here. So Campman at the line. He's 2 for 2 from the line. This could be the dagger here if he hits it. And it is. 48-42, 6-point lead. He can make it a 3-point possession if he hits this one. Shot is up, and he got it. So Campman gets the second one, and it goes 49-42, 7 points with 5 seconds to go. Shot from the corner is not good. McClung for 3, no, not good. That's the game, and Kemmerer wins 49-42. So the Lander Valley Tigers will fall into the consolation bracket, and they will play tomorrow morning. Oh, another 9 o'clock game, Josh.
I thought it was at 10:30 tomorrow.
No, it's at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock against Lovell. That's the girls. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is at 10:30, and it'll be against Lovell. So it'll be Lander versus Lovell at 10:30 tomorrow morning here at Powell High School. The Lady Tigers will play at 4 o'clock against Pinedale. Well, the Tigers had a 15-point deficit, and they fought all the way back to trail by 2. And here is Coach Stu Mullins. Well, Coach, the Tigers just got too far behind.
Yeah, I don't know what it was there, 15, 16 points. And
yeah, 15.
Well, we cut it to 3, I think, at one point. And, can't dig yourself that big a hole, and, you can't shoot that poorly at regionals and expect to win.
Yeah, it was down to 40-37. You had scored 13 straight points in a row. Really nice run, but you can't get behind that far.
Yeah, especially when you're shooting that poorly all day long, So, that's what happens.
What did you give Kellen for breakfast this morning? He's shot about as many threes as the whole team.
Yeah.
And today he comes up with 4 in the basket.
Yep. Yeah. He kept us in it in the first half. If he didn't hit those shots, it could have been a whole lot different game. So, we just got to flush this one and get ready to go tomorrow.
Okay, and you're going to face the Lovell Bulldogs, a team that you've beaten a couple of times this year. Playing a team the third time is always dangerous.
Yep. And, they've played well against other teams, and we just got to focus on the task at hand and be ready to go.
Now, the Tigers were great on defense today, but you just can't defeat the height that Kemmerer had. They blocked, 5 shots today and got those rebounds on the boards.
Yep. And we're trying to spread them, and we had looks. Yeah, it's not for a lack of looks. We looked at our shot chart, and we missed 12 layups in the first half, and so, I know we made more in the second half, but, it's tough to win games when you can't score.
Well, now, again to Lovell, and tomorrow's a must-win. to stay in contention for a state tournament trip.
Yep, absolutely. Everything's still in front of us, and just the job becomes a little bit harder at this point. But we'll give it a go tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, Coach Stu Mullins, head coach of the Lander Valley Tigers. And if you don't hit the shots, you can't score the points. Even though you had a pretty good defense, Kemmerer had just a little bit better defense.
Yeah, they're especially towards the early half of the fourth quarter when the Tigers were cutting down that 15-point deficit. They did a really good job with their half-court sets, double teaming down on the baseline when they needed to and doing half-court traps at the most opportune times, creating good turnovers and having good transition offense and easy points on the other side of that. And they had just a huge 13-point run to cut that lead down. Unfortunately, it couldn't continue that as the second half of the fourth quarter kept going. Kemmerer started making shots and breaking it defensively. So, unfortunately, that was the demise of the Tigers. And not often when you go down by double digits late in the second half are you able to come back and get the victory.
And 14 points by Jake Campman, and the last two were free throws. Of the points that Kemmerer had, they had 5 points from the free throw line in the fourth quarter, and they had 6 points from the field. So they had a total of 11 points in that fourth period of play, and the Tigers had 12. But they needed a little bit more than that. Kellen Donahue and Brennan Stauffenberg both ended up with 17 points tonight, and then the scoring really dropped off. Tisso Gwina averages 11 points. He had 1. Tanner Bird averages 5 points. He had 2. Kyson McClung averages 3. He had 2. Abe Lopez averages 7, and he had 2. So the Tigers just couldn't get the ball in the hoop this afternoon, and they fall into the losers bracket, and they will now play the Lovell Bulldogs at 10:30 tomorrow morning, and that's a must-win game for the Tigers or their season is over.
Yeah, and they got to win out they basically have to win out now in order to, well, I guess they can lose that last one, but have to win 2 in a row now in order to qualify for state. It is double elimination tournament, but you win 2 and you're in. So if they do win that game tomorrow against Lovell, they will play on Saturday at 1:30, and that will be a must-win as well. And the girls will play tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock as they will face Pinedale in the winner's bracket tomorrow.
And Pinedale had a heck of a game today against Lovell. Beat them 54-32, and it was all Pinedale. I mean, from the very first couple of baskets of the game, 54-32. So the Lady Tigers will play the Pinedale Lady Wranglers tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Game here on KFCW and YO Today Facebook. The Tigers will play at 10:30 in the morning against the Lovell Bulldogs, also on KFCW 93.1 and on YO Today Facebook. Well, I don't think there's any doubt who the player of the game today would be, Josh.
Definitely be Kellen Donahue, the one that was able to put up the outside shots early for the Tigers. Of course, Brendan Stauffenberg was able to connect a couple times there in the second half to be the only 2 players to make 3-point shots for the Tigers.
Yeah, and the only players in double figures. So that's it for today from Powell. The first session of the 3A West tournament is completed. The evening session begins here at 4 o'clock, and that will be a doozy because we'll have the Warland Warriors going against the Pinedale Wranglers, and then on the girls' side it'll be the Warland Lady Warriors against the Mountain View Lady Buffaloes. Well, that's it for the first day for us. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10:30. This is Ernie Over speaking on behalf of Kirk Baxter and Rusty Wirtz back at the studio, and also for Josh Henninger. And we want to thank Kevin Shields, our general manager, for the ability to do these games, and of course our sports club sponsors for making it all possible. This is Ernie Over speaking on behalf of Josh Henninger. Again, our final score, the Kemmerer Rangers had 49, the Lander Tigers had 42. We'll be back on the air tomorrow morning at 10:30. Good afternoon, everyone. See you tomorrow morning on the radio.
Proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for